Chaque jeudi matin de 10h à 11h, branchez sur YouTube, channel, Instagram, TikTok pour Life Coaching Advice by Lynn Cadet.
Oh my God!
All right, let's start with some few advice for itchy skin. Dry, itchy, scratchy skin. What can you do? There's so many causes of dry, itching, and scratchy skin. Sometimes it might not be serious, and sometimes it can be very, very serious. So, listen. If you have a dry, itchy skin and you have tried everything you can that the itchy is still there, take it serious. Go to the hospital. Go to the emergency and have your doctor check it out. But in the meanwhile, you can try to wash the parts that itching by taking a nice shower, or better yet, I have another bath thing you can try. In the shower, you can also use the bath salt in there. You use the tub where you actually use some bath salt, Epsom salt. You can use in that water, and then you can also do adding some other stuff, making it like a bubble, but not too soapy because you don't want the soap to stay on you. So first of all, you can use this recipe in the shower. You're gonna need 1 cup of sea salt or Epsom salt. I like to use Epsom salt, so either one, it's good for you. So you can use 1 cup of sea salt or Epsom salt in a shower tub full of water, and then you can add 1/3 cup of almond oil in that. So once you add the almond oil, you have to make sure that the oil spread into the water. One thing that I want you to do, please do not put the water hot in the tub because your skin is already itching. You don't want hot water. The colder the water, the better. But you can have it warm if you cannot go on the hot water. So you can have some warm water. In the warm water, you add 1 cup of Epsom salt or sea salt, and then you put 1/3 cup of almond oil. You can add some olive oil or coconut oil. I like the coconut oil. I'll do it with coconut oil and almond oil. If you cannot find almond oil, you can use coconut oil. Either one of those oil. You don't have to put 3, but if your skin really dry and it's something that happens very often, so in the tub you can add 1/4 cup of each of those oil for you to soak your body, and 1 tablespoon of vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil might be a little bit difficult to find, so you can also look for it, but like I said, either oil. So if you have all this oil, you add it into there in the water, in the kind of warm or cold liquid water, not hot, because that's something you want to relieve the itching. The second thing you'll do, you can mix the ingredients in a bowl, and then so you can create a thick paste. So you can also do that if you don't want to go on the water for 20-30 minutes. You don't have all this time to sit on the bathtub and allow this to get under your skin. So you can mix the oil with the salt, Epsom salt or sea salt, and then you can create a paste, and then you can put it, you can scrub your body with it. You can create your own skin scrub, and then you scrub your body with that. so that will also help relieve the itching and get rid of your itchy skin. And then you can rinse after, or you can shower completely normally. Also, it's always best to use cold water, especially when you have itchy, dry skin. So be sure to use a bowl of container with a airtight lid to store your remaining shower scrub. So you can add about 12 drops of your favorite essential oils. I love essential oil, the lavender, the peppermint. Oh my god, they are so skin relief. So you can just drop a few drops in those, make it not only smell ravishing, it smell wonderful, it's also good on the skin. It leaves you with some nice body odor. So, and while it's doing all the good things, so you can add 12 drops of each of those oil, or any oil that you have, or the scent that you love from essential oil, to your body scrub. You can do that, and you can also add them to the tap water that you have. So, and it's very beneficial. So go ahead and try this and see how it is when how you get relief from your itchy skin and dry skin. So let me know. So one thing I also do for my son that usually have some dry itchy skin, especially kids, they don't like to stay in the water for a very long time. They go in the water quick and boom boom boom, they're out of shower, they're done shower in less than 10 minutes. You're lucky if you get a good 5 minutes sometimes. No joke. I know it's not, but they just go ahead and soap and then rinse the body and then quickly out. So what I usually do for him, so I love mixing oils together. I will get some coconut oil, that's what I use. I use some coconut oil, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in it, and I add some of the black oil if I have it. Sometimes I have that, I add it to it, and if I'm out, so I just leave it out. And then I mix those with my essential oil that I just told you, lavender and peppermint. So he doesn't really like the smell. He doesn't really like anything that have too much strong smell. So I don't go ahead and drop 12. I add about, especially he's a kid, so I just drop about 3. I'll just put 3 drops of each. 3 drops of essential oil and 3 drops of essential oil that for peppermint and lavender, and I mix it with about like 2 spoons of coconut oil, extra virgin oil, and then I'm like, here. So that's your lotion. When you finish, once you get out of the shower, pass this in your skin, and it works amazingly, especially if you keep up with it. You do it twice a day or once a day, you keep on passing. Before you know it, the itchy skin gone. So that's what I use for my son, and also I use it on me too sometimes, especially around the legs area and the arm. This is very, very good. So go ahead and try this and let me know how it works. Okay, we'll keep talking about itchy, dry skin. So today, this is all we're gonna talk about. Don't tell me you're tired of it. If you feel like you're tired of this and it's boring, don't, because there is a lot of information coming up for you. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Listen carefully, because there's so many things you can do just by soaking your body, how healthy it is, so you can come clear with clear, nice skin without worrying about anything. Those treatments really work. You want to look beautiful, ladies. You want to look amazing. You want to have clear skin where you don't need to put makeup. You don't need to do anything extra with the body. You just want to keep it nice, simple, and natural. Follow those tips. You won't regret. This is it. Coming up, let's see some other ways that dry or itchy skin. You know, I'm gonna go back a little bit to what we talked about when I said you can also use Epsom salt or sea salt to treat your skin irritation or inflammation. So I don't think I mentioned that once you do that, not only it relieves the itching of the part that actually itching you. So what make it itch? There's some kind of inflammation. If you look, there's some kind of stagnation. There's something that's not moving. There's something that's black. That's exactly what caused the itching. So once you do that, you massage your body with those oil. It's on black, whatever that was on black, and lack of movement can cause inflammation. You know that. Lack of circulation can cause inflammation on your skin or any part or anywhere, and can cause dark spot and can cause some acne, even acne, and some little bit of swelling, some kind of pain in that area. So it's always good. It's actually very good. It's very, very, very beneficial. Take advantage, take note, and follow too. You're gonna use 1 cup of Epsom salt or sea salt, like I said, or a table salt for a standard size bathtub. Okay, so pour the salt into the warm running water bath. I say warm or cold, not hot. And use your hand to stir the water to help dissolve all the grains of the salt. And once you add the oil, you're gonna have to use your hand to dissolve all the oil from there, so you can keep on going and mix everything together. All right, you soak in the tub for about like at least 20 minutes. You can do that. You can relax on a nice bathtub water for a good 20 minutes. Not only it's relaxing, it feels good, it's resolving, it's stress relief, all your problem solves. You're just on your own world for that 20 minutes. Do it. You won't regret it. Put this moment apart, and you can even play some nice soft music in the background, some nice relaxing music in the background of it. So make it even a very special me time, a little moment for myself. You can call it that way. I enjoy it, especially before bed. It's very relaxing, it's very beneficial, so you get to have a good night's sleep, where you actually go to sleep and you have the best dream ever, or you go to sleep and God knows you have a good time. You feel good all over your body. So let's keep going. So you can do that. Another oil you can use, especially one of the essential oil called tea tree, you can use that too. Tea tree oil has an antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties. It's a very, very beneficial. So that may take it may take an effect for treating eczema people that have eczema in the skin, itchy part on the skin, or minor skin infection. So once you add this little tea tree oil into this tub and the bathtub, tea tree oil in your skin, in your hair, makes you so beautiful, naturally beautiful, skin beautiful. Go ahead, try those things. Do those treatment at home. Those minor little things. It can heal infection, it can heal inflammations, and it can heal eczema, it can acne, all kind of problems that you may encounter in this life with all those microbes or all those things that's going on in the hair. Your body can just detox all this when you use those oil and water, essential oil and water, mix it with other oil, of course, and take a nice relaxing bath. And it's relaxing the muscle, it's relaxing the body, get rid of your pain, and you actually feel like you're living again. Because I know no one actually like to live with pain. Am I right? I'm sure I'm right. All right, let's see. Essential oil should be diluted before you use it. So if I haven't tell you that, I think I mentioned that earlier. Of course, I said when you dilute it, when you put it in water and other oil, that's what the dilution is. This is what called dilution. So it must be diluted. So if you're using any essential oil, don't just put the essential oil on your skin. Don't just go ahead and you have the oil and then you put it and then start rubbing it in your skin. It can cause a lot of skin irritation. You don't want that. Always dilute your. To me, I always, even though it's diluted, I still dilute my essential oil because I love diluting my essential oil. I love to do my own thing with. I don't want you to do it. I know what I need, like all the oil I need to mix it with, and how I'm gonna mix it with, what benefit I'm looking for it. So I rather buy the undiluted so I can dilute it myself with the oil that I want. But there's also some they sell that diluted, so you can also use the one that diluted, although I still dilute it myself. I'm a mess, right? I love diluting essential oil. So okay, essential oil should be diluted before you use it. But tea tree oil does not come in many strains, so already diluted. So adding 3 or 4 drops to your sore bath can provide additional relief of inflammation and irritation. Okay? Adding those can actually relieve inflammation and irritation that's on your skin. Let's talk more. Like I said, we have a lot to talk about: oil, skin, dilation, diluted oil, and also irritation, inflammation, skin infection, acne, all kind of crazy things, eczema. That's, I mean, what's anything that can go in the skin, you can get rid of anything, absolutely anything at all. Listen, so let's go back to this one now. What can we do for that? For dry or itching skin? I think we talked about that already. So this is another repeat. You use bath salt to relieve dry and itchy skin, including itching caused by insect bites. That's what it's good to go through. You know why? Because the more you read, the more you find something new. That's why I love reading. I hope you love reading, because reading gets you far, very, 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 very far in life. And you learn something new every day as you read. I read a lot. I love to read. I wish I have more time to read, don't you? Alright, so you can use bath salt to relieve dry and itchy skin, including itching caused by insect bite and poison ivy. I'm gonna tell you how to do that. Followed by mosquito bite, especially around this time. Come on, tell me. Around this time, a lot of rain keep coming in. There's mosquito bite all the time. That's one of the insect bites. And you don't want that. You don't want those insects to get into your skin, especially if you try to go outside of your yard at night and then while it keep raining like that. And guess what? The grass and all this, the water that left over causing a lot of mosquitoes. So, and there's also other insect bites. It's not only mosquitoes. So this will also help with that. Follow this recipe now. You use 1 cup, 1 to 2 cups, I would say. 1 to 2 cup of Epsom salt and a tablespoon of olive oil for a standardized size bath time. Listen, when I say olive oil or coconut oil, please make sure you use organic. Extra virgin organic is always the best. So use organic oil. Don't just buy any oil like that and put on your skin. You know, can full of a lot of chemicals. So you don't want that. You want pure organic oil. And then second thing you have to follow for that recipe, put the salt into the warm or cold running water, so to help the salt dissolve. We want the salt to dissolve very quickly, so you can also put it in the water while the water is running into the tub, so the salt can melt real quick. And then you can add the oil, the olive oil you're gonna use, or the other type of tea tree oil you're gonna use. So once you add those oil, while the water is running, so it dissolve it for you, kind of mix it. So add everything like that while the water is still going on, and still the bath while you're using your hand to help combine the salt and oil. So soak for at least 12 minutes for this one, to relieve the mosquitoes bite that's on your skin and to prevent that from keep happening. You want to do that 2 or 3 times a week. Yes, 2 or 3 times a week, especially if you're an outdoor person. All right, so the arthritis foundation recommended soaking and stretching in a warm Epsom salt bath to help relieve stiff and aching joints. So for stiff, aching joint, people suffering with arthritis, please, the foundation recommended that you soak in Epsom salt. That's another thing you probably didn't know. If you have aching joint, stiff joint, painful joint, start soaking them in Epsom salt. A lot of athletes actually soak their feet or take Epsom salt bath to relieve pain after they're playing, after they finish playing. Nice game. You don't know what they do. They celebrate, of course, they're drinking all this time, but there's a time where they put between 12 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes soaking the body in Epsom salt, because it gets rid of the pain real quick. The stiffness muscle, the stiff muscle, stiff joint, it relaxes the body. It relaxes the body. All right. So relieve stiffened joints and relieve on muscle soreness after exercise. There you go. You go to the gym, you exercise, you're a very athletic person, you're always doing things, body hurt, stick, soak, and Epsom salt. You won't hurt. It's just gonna release all those. So start taking Epsom salt bath for yourself, you know? Not for me, for yourself. Oh, because I take mine. I love taking mine. I don't know about you, but I'm good. I am good. What I'm saying here is things that I use for myself, and that actually I find great relief. Great relief. And I'm gonna tell you too, that's one way I find it that it really helps. If you ever sometimes you go to bed, I don't know what for me, I go to bed sometimes and wake up with pain. I don't know if it's the mattress. I keep blaming it on the mattress sometimes because I wake up, my body hurt. I'm like, guess what? For this not to happen, I find some relief. You soak in that body water at night, you relax your body, you put it in the bathtub, and you stay there for a good 20 minutes. You put all kind of oils, that essential oil that you know that beneficial for this, and with other mixed oil, Epsom salt, and then there you go. You get your tub going on, and then you just really relax yourself. Sometimes I do that follow up with body massage, but you can just do that and then you just go ahead and lay down and you sleep and then wake up less pain. Sometimes I wonder, where did the pain go? I didn't feel anything today. It's silly how those little things can help. Alright, so do that. You need to use 2 cups of Epsom salt to soak your arthritis or your ache, joint, pain, muscle. So you need 2 cups of Epsom salt for a standard size bathtub filled with warm water. So you're gonna dissolve the salt faster by pouring it into the running water. So you know that already. I don't have to go to that. You know that trick, that technique. Go ahead and do it. And then you're gonna soak for 20 minutes. Simple. There you go. Up and gone. So for 20 minutes a day, as you need it. You can do it before or after exercise. I like to do it after exercise anyway. So after exercise, before bed. Before bed always the best time. So some essential oils such as ginger may have anti-inflammatory benefit. I was just about to put, some of oil here, and I was looking at my little ginger oil. Let me see if I have this one here. I can show. Oh yeah, that's the little one that I use. That I keep this one because this is a great inflammatory, anti-inflammatory, arthritis, pain, muscle relief essential oil. It's really good. See it? The little ginger essential oil. Alright, so put this one here, back, put it back. Let's go back to what we were talking about. So ginger was shown to have anti-arthritic. I just told you, so I prove it. I use it sometimes for some stiffness, muscle aching, joint pain. All right. What else can the oil do? In joint protective effect in arthritis. Yep. Adding a few drops of diluted ginger essential oil to your bath. Just show it to you. You just add a few drops, and then there you go. It takes care of everything. So, diluted ginger essential oil to your bath salt may offer additional benefits. So you can also target specific joints by using bath salt and ginger oil mixed with some warm water or cold water to make a paste that can be rubbed on the joint in the shower. You can make a paste with oil and salt, and it's like you make a scrub. I like to call it a body scrub instead of a paste because it's not that soft. It's like you created a bath scrub with essential oil, ginger essential oil, tea tree essential oil, peppermint essential oil, lavender essential oil. Any essential oil you can put your hand to, they are very beneficial. You can't go wrong once you dilute them in a very little amount with other oil. Alright, you can also target specific joint by using bath salt and ginger oil mixed with some warm water to make a paste that can be rubbed on the joint in the shower. If you can still use bath salt and enjoy some of the, you can also add some almond oil. We talk about almond oil, but there's another very important thing. I kind of want to be specific. I want to be very specific with all this. Do you know? I know that I wanted to get to it, but I didn't want to yet. But another way you can create your paste, you can add another thing into your water. Do you know what is it? Oatmeal. Yeah. I'm for real. The oatmeal that I love. I don't know if you love oatmeal. The oatmeal that I love to have in the morning for my breakfast. That's one on my meal plan for weight loss with chia seeds in it. So that works very well and very beneficial for the body. Guess what? You can also add it into your bathtub. I like to eat my oatmeal. I don't want to waste it, so I don't usually put oatmeal as much unless the kids is growing up with some kind of itch so bad and I kind of want to get rid of it so quick, and I do that. And they actually have the oatmeal. They have a lot of oatmeal product for itchy skin on the market for sale, so it really works. So I can also make my own my own pasting with oatmeal with essential oil, and also if I want to scrub it to the body, I can add a little bit of sea salt, coarse sea salt, or very thin sea salt, Epsom salt. Okay, I have a nice Epsom salt that I use for detox. It's a detox one that have ginger in it and all kind. I like to show it to you guys. Maybe before the end of the video I can show you that that sea salt, that Epsom salt that I love to use in those tub. Okay, so you can still use bath, and then you can add oatmeal or powdered milk to bath salt to soothe it and moisturize the skin. I don't know about the powdered milk, but I use the oatmeal very much. Okay, moisturize the skin. I tried this, so I already let you know, so you can also go ahead and use that, and it'll also help in the arthritis part of the body. All right, I like to talk more about dry skin because I have a lot of information about dry skin, a lot of other treatment, but they're all, if you watch this video, you get the idea already. It's about relieving your dry itchy skin, and also make your skin beautiful, relieving pain, muscle ache. The main ingredient is the bathtub water with sea salt or Epsom salt and essential oil mixed with some other carrier oil like coconut oil, olive oil you can use. Okay, so let's talk about this one now. What about oatmeal bath for eczema? You can also add oatmeal into your bath for eczema, so it helps relieve that. Oatmeal bath preparation, soaking in colloidal and thickener. Okay, we include product we think we are useful for our reading. Okay, so product that we have here that's included, those are the products you can find in the market that useful, that can help you, that beneficial, and that actually works really great. So if you buy, you can buy them in any link, anywhere, on Amazon, Walmart, any shopping cart, but always get the best quality, always get the organic. All right, so we all know what eczema is in the skin, right? It's not easy, it's not fun, it's very itchy and annoyed. I've not had it, thank God, because like I said, I've used those products amazingly on my skin. I don't think there is time for eczema to come out, especially if you do what you're supposed to do on a regular basis, so you're good to go. Eczema is a condition that causes your skin to become red and itchy. Okay, it's typically a chronic condition that periodically flares up since there's no cure. There is no cure at all for eczema. Treatment is focused on relieving symptoms. So once you have it, there is no cure for it. Can also help you relieve the symptoms. And I bet you, if you use those, you'll find cure. You'll find cure for your eczema. You'll get rid of your eczema. So medically, they say there is no cure. Try those things and keep on going. All right. I was going to say something else. I save it for later. It's a little experience, but save it for later on. Soaking in oatmeal bath. People commonly soak for about 10 minutes for the eczema to relieve eczema itch. But follow the instruction on the package of colloidal oatmeal or ask your doctor for recommendations. So you can buy the specific oatmeal they're talking about, the colloidal oatmeal, that will help on that. So don't soak for too long when it comes for the eczema. That's why this time is shorter time. They only recommended about 10 minutes only for that. It can dry out your skin and aggravate itchy and eczema. So that's the reason why, because you don't want the skin to be too dry out by soaking it a little bit longer. You're not relieving pain, muscle aching, pain, or stress relieving. Now this is a serious matter we're dealing with, because eczema is a little bit, can get worse if you don't do the right treatment for it. So once you finish, you might feel a bit sticky. You can rinse off with fresh lukewarm water. When you're done, quickly pat how to make colloidal oatmeal. To make colloidal oatmeal, so you can start with like regular oatmeal. Okay, you put 1 cup of oatmeal into a blender. You blend the oatmeal very thin, or to a coffee grinder. You can use that too, or food processor. I put it sometime in blender and food processor. Those are the things I use, because I don't have a coffee grinder. I don't use coffee. I'm sorry. Or food processor, and grate into it a fine, consistent powder. Okay, you make it very thin, very fine, very, 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 very liquid, like something, you know. If the oatmeal isn't fine enough, it won't mix into the bath water. So that's the trick. If you put it in the bathtub, you don't make sure that it's very fine, like it's turned into a powder, it's not gonna mix, even though you still can have a little bit where it stick and create a paste. So this is why you have to really make it thin, very fine, like a powder, and then you mix it with the water as you pour in, because you don't want it to sit on the bottom of the tub water. So when the oatmeal is suspended in the bath water, you maximize your skin exposure to it. So once done, grinding test by stirring a tablespoon of the powder into a glass of warm water. So that's a test you can do. You put it in a glass of water and see how it is. So the oil should quickly absorb into the water, and you should have a glass of milky liquid of a silky feel water. So you can do that test before you even pour it in the tub water. You put it in a glass. It's to see if it's really dissolved very well. And if the powder then turn to the milky water, so it's not gonna work. So you have to make sure that you do this properly. All right. Let's see, can we talk about I'm still on the dry skin. Like I said, I have a lot of information on dry skin, a lot of treatment you can do for dry skin, and it's crazy. So I think I will have to very soon stop here. I'm gonna see if I can just read throughout and go a little bit faster with the rest of the information. So that'll be Yeah, let me kind of give you guys a little bit of information, some of the information that Aku provided earlier about what some soap that also when you use soap in the shower, it can also cause dry skin in your body too. And surprisingly, some people don't use soap in the shower just because of that. But it is important to use soap. And if someone chooses not to use soap on their face or in the skin somewhere, I don't know how the shower come out, but to me it's like you have to find the right soap. You have to use the right soap and you rinse well. And when you rinse, there's a way that you have to dry your body, and there's things you have to pass on your skin that can help the skin and relieve some of those symptoms, soap sensitivities. So it's possible that the soap you're using is drying out your skin as it cleans. Okay, as it cleans your skin, it can also dry your skin, causing dry skin, itchy skin, and even some people can have some sensitivity, some reaction to the soap they use too, that can mess up their skin. A harsh soap may not always leave a rash that you can see, all right, but it can leave a lasting itch after your shower is over. Failing to wash all the soap residues of your skin after a shower can also be a source of itching and discomfort. I just explained that to you before I read it. So if you don't rinse your body, rinse the soap completely out on your skin, yes, it will leave a lot more damage on your skin than before you shower. So after soaping, it's good to actually use soap. Use a lot of water to wash away the soap. So with this condition, when you don't, with this condition, your nervous system can be activated by the water. Can be activated by the water, on your skin. You see that? Even your nervous system can be affected. As a result, you get itchy after a shower or bath. And then there you go. All the symptoms happen. And you start feeling itch all over. And before you know it, things happen in your skin. This condition sometimes is rare, and if you have it, you do know that you have an itchy skin. Nobody have to tell you your skin itch. Oh, your skin itch it there. No, you know where it itch, and you know where it bothers you. So, and you know what to do. You can resist the not itching things. Talking about itch. What about what we call chicken pox? Do you know that it's a skin condition that's also affected by all this, and that also everything we talk about here, if you have chicken pox with those itching things, all the soap things soaking in water with Epsom salt, sea salt, and oatmeal or oil, all these things especially will help relieve that. But I will first of all use the oatmeal and bath with the oil and the water for just that, to relieve the chicken pox of the itching things that always happen in the kids. So I'm not so sure if I remember using those for my skin, but for my kids with chicken pox. But honestly, I believe I did it in one, but I can't remember if the other one ever have it, because of those oil. You use them all the time in bathtub, and it keep the skin somehow. But the first one, yes, I remember he had a lot of skin conditions. So with some kind of infection and sensitivity, allergies, with all this thing going on, sometimes mess up his skin, you know, dust, mites, all kind of environmental. So due to this, yes, but keep using that also really help with the skin and the problem with acne and all these things. So that's why sometimes you can see him having those things in his face, but it's not like mommy don't do anything. It's a fighter. He's fighting. It could have been worse, and actually it's good. And even some weird things. That's one of the things I said I wanted to share earlier. I know I'm not done reading this, but believe it or not, when I take him to the doctor, with one thing that was starting to go under his foot, very nasty and disgusting, and they have to scrub it off. They think they're gonna scrub it off and put some of the acidic thing on it to get rid of it. This thing don't go anyway. It's not helping, and it gets to when it hurts and it's on the bottom of his foot, and he has to work. He has to put his shoes to go to school, and this thing was getting larger and larger and bigger, and he was like no solution, nothing to do. And I kept taking him. I bought the medicine the doctor said acid will kill it. They think it was a whites that going off. I don't know if we do have whites when I skin. Oh my goodness, that was something. And you know, I take the matters in hand, because I have to take the matter in hand. I have to step up. I have to do what I have to do. I know the benefits of using those essential oil dilute with other type of oil, the benefit of them, and using them in the skin, and the Epsom salt, detoxing the body, purify the body, all that, with the weight loss and everything else. So that's what I do. I'm like, you know what? Forget that doctor thing. We're not going back, because you've been going and it's not helping, and it's actually get worse. And sometimes your kids can be a little bit, you know, want to depend on some other type of medicine out there. But it's all good, because we all kind of depend on them, which I told him, okay, we'll go, because he wanted to go. I said, we'll go, but let me try something first. And I did my thing, you know. I mixed whatever. I stopped using the thing. I said, first of all, we have to stop using that. We stopped using it for a few days. I said, we need to stop using it. We're gonna wash the skin. We're gonna soak the foot. We're gonna soak it in the tub, in the Epsom salt. Have a basin. So in this basin, and let it. So I could have done another different type of treatment, but I didn't want to go that far with him, because he was a little young. And then I soak it in Epsom salt and leave it and dry it, pat, and then put in and mix in my essential oil, peppermint, tea tree, and with other type of oil. And then lavender was also another one. I love lavender, so I put it in there and leave it there. And he's like, it doesn't hurt as much. I'm like, okay, so we're going somewhere. And then, to make it short, to make the story short, I remember there was a time, it's like, but mommy, you were sleeping. I didn't want to wake you up. I'm serious. I am not joking. This boy told me that there is a bunch of stuff that's coming out. He wake up in the middle of the night, and then he went to the bathroom and then push it up. There's a bunch of ugly, nasty stuff that's coming out on the bottom of that foot. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I want to see how it looks like, what it was about. You know, how come you didn't tell me this? Because this is important to me. I like to see. I like to. It's like, but mommy, I didn't wake you up, but it was good to come out, and I keep on pressing it. All of them come out, and then now it's like, and then afterward. So that's why we keep doing, putting this in. Never get a chance to go back to the doctor. I kept telling him we will go back. We will go back. Let's see if this will work. You know, I did this and I put it, and guess what? All gone. He's fine. He works. I mean, first of all, we always have to give thanks to God, praise. And it's good as a mother. I'm sure you probably you probably a mom or a parent listen, a mom or dad, so or you know somebody. Once you see that you can make a difference, you can do something different and something that works fast. When you do are willing to learn, to experience other things, and sometimes you even have to try something new, take a little risk and see how it goes. And it helps you feel so good, so relieved. So I was so happy. I'm like, forget about all this, because at first the thing that I was doing wasn't working. And when he told me this thing was coming out, I honestly wanted to see it. I'm like, you should have wake me up from sleeping, because I wanted to see how it looks like and everything. So I can tell you guys, but I can't. I didn't get to see it, which I would love to see how what was coming out. How does it look like? And he was trying to explain it to me, but he told me it wasn't really nice to. So he did push it all of them out, got it all out, and just keep putting the oil, and the thing disappear, completely disappear. First of all, you thank God, and thank that knowledge out there too. If you seek knowledge, you'll find it. The Bible says so. I'm about to finish here. With this story, I feel like I should close. But I don't want to leave anything out that I didn't say, about what I was reading. So, yeah, let me kind of read a little quick. I won't keep, because this video cannot be longer than an hour. No way. So, treating itching after bathing. If your itching is persistent after a shower, so you may want to consider using a home remedy as a treatment. Research said it. Use a home remedy as a treatment. So below are some ways you can prevent itching or treat if it happens. You pat dry instead of towel off, okay? We know how we use our towel. Get out of the shower and scrub our body with the towel and go like this, and then no. You're supposed to pat dry your body with the towel, so to prevent the scrubbing your skin with the towel, causing skin irritation. So rubbing your skin with a towel after a shower can strip your skin of moisturizer, and it can also take all the moisturizer that's on your skin off too, causing dry skin later. So don't try to remove every water droplet from your skin, please. I think I learned that. My mom taught me that before. So before, when you get out the shower, you're about to put lotions or oil on your skin. Don't dry your skin out completely. Leave some water on your skin. My mom taught me that long time ago, long time ago. And it's always in me, within me. Every time that I know I got out the shower that I'm about to put lotion or dry or some oil, I don't want to take all the water. I usually take water mostly out of my body, more likely under my armpit and a more area that you can't really do much, so you dry them off and tap in the body afterward with the towel, like you patting it over to just take a little bit of water, and then after that you mix all this with the lotions and the oil that you're gonna put in your skin. It's very, very good, very, very beneficial for your skin. So don't try to remove every water droplet from your skin. Instead, pat your skin dry with your towel after washing off. So moisturize your skin while it's still wet. Applying moisturizer while your skin is just a bit damp. That will help to moisturize into your skin barrier. So opt out for fragrance-free, hypoallergenic moisturizers, and you don't want those. You don't want, I would say you don't want strong fragrance on your skin as much. Try to put less fragrance. I know people want it to smell extra strong. But it's not very good for you yourself to keep breathing to this and for others. that's next to you, within you as well. So switch your soap. If anything, if you feel like your soap is the problem, switch your soap. If you're current itching without a rash after you shower, so maybe it's time to switch your soap. So look for soap with mild hypoallergenic ingredients. Look for soap that don't have too much strong odors, not too much ingredients, not too much complicated scent. I mean, you need a less scented or no scent and hypoallergenic soap. That will also be good on your skin. Alright, so change your shower routine too. That will also beneficial if you feel like, okay, you shower at certain times, it hits the most, so you can try to shower in a different time, so to relieve that. Change your shower routine. And also, if you feel like you shower with hot water, when you shower with hot water it's worse, or if you shower with too cold water it's worse, or when you shower at a certain time, or you shower with this type of water, you can try another type of water and see what's best on your skin. So if you take long steaming showers, you may be leaving your skin parched. So take shorter shower that aren't too hot and that quickly tape off of lukewarm temperature may give you that. So okay, temperature of the water is important, the water type is important. What else we say? So all this thing is very important to put into practice if you feel like you have itching after shower. So there's skin inflammation or irritation. I think we talk about that. Magnesium absorption is another important benefit of Epsom salt. So when you use Epsom salt, it's you got magnesium coming out of it. And so you can be deficiency of magnesium. That's another thing that can cause itching. So you can use Epsom salt. You get that from it. All right. There's study that even believe that Epsom salt increase the level of magnesium and sulfate in the blood. So to use that, so always use 2 cups of Epsom salt and a tub of water, so you can get the full beneficial of Epsom salt. Remember, lavender peppermint oil can also be very aromatic and relaxing and improving mood, your mind, and your overall health. So I'm gonna leave you guys here for real for now, just for now, until later again. Hope to see you next week, Thursday. If you have any question, if you have anything about itching, eczema, acne, arthritis, stiffness, muscle pain, aching, joint pain, some kind of magnesium deficiency, vitamin deficiency, because this is all covered in this one. So you can be low in some nutrients, that's why it's causing itching or things like that. So today we only talk about the part what you can do has soak in your body that'll help and benefit and help you relieve those symptoms. So remember to like, even you don't really like it, because there's a lot of talk and we can talk more about other things. So please, I encourage you to share this link. You can share it with somebody else that might end up liking it or was looking for some information, I'm sure. So all this video is not all about you. Of course, there's a tiny bit part that you can benefit from it, and somebody else can benefit from another tiny bit part. You still can like your tiny bit part that you like, even one of the story that I share. So please give me a support with the life coaching advice every day. So we plan to bring you good health and long life. Longevity is what we're looking for from the nature that God created for us. Be blessed and long life. Bye. Till next Thursday.